Yo, what's up? It's your boy 3CP. I am tired, kinda. No, I'm not. I'm just ready to get this episode right. I'm really just waiting for Madden, man. That's why I ain't really been putting no content out, videos or nothing. Cause I'm just waiting for Madden. Well, we got a week. But by the time y'all listen to this, we'll be in like a few days, maybe. So we are close to the return of the streams and everything. But you know what we do? The podcast, story time, whatever, with David S. Crazy Stories. I've kind of started integrating stuff that happened off work with these because some of the stuff kind of connects. But anyway, if you're new to this channel, man, go ahead and get that SeatGeek app on your phone. Use the code Third Coast Gaming. $20 off your first starter, and y'all know what it is. Football season coming, college football, all this. So use that code, right? But shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out to you know who you are, everybody. Oh yeah, friend Free. Guess she probably be some this, so I'm gonna use names. But she said I should do a story on her, like a whole episode on her. And so you know what? I said I gotta do. I gotta get. But I'm doing it. I'm gonna actually while you looking to hear this, I'm probably gonna record that episode after this. But I gotta get my information straight. I gotta start remembering. We might can make some news story. But anyway, so that's what it is, man. I told y'all before when I was with my roommate, the dude Jason. Well, we've had a bunch of run-ins, and well, I have from just dealing with him, right? So let's just go ahead and tell you when I would work at this company, right? Sometimes I'd drive my car. So everybody who wanted to drive, everybody who smoked, you know, everybody wanted to ride me because in Jennifer's car, or her car, in her van, the Jen, she didn't, she was by the book rules about you don't smoke, you don't do nothing, right? So they say, well, hell, this is Rob and Rob. I hated smoking. I'm not a smoker. I hated smoking, but I just fucking deal with it. And I like, okay, man, y'all just do what you do, but don't leave shit in my car. And so, cause I ain't trying to get hand up for stuff y'all got, but we'll see what happens, right? So, the run-ins with the laws is the crazy. The crazy. I guess I've told this. I've told this story a bunch of times, but I probably haven't told it in depth on this channel for y'all that's new. These new people. So, um, what happens when you ride? Like I said, a bunch of people ride with the car. They ride and they will leave stuff. Niggas will leave stuff in your car. Don't. I'm telling you right now. They say, "Oh, I won't do it," but nigga will leave smoke and then leave some shit in your car, under the seat, weed, whatever, cigarettes, everything. Cause every time you roll with them niggas, you roll with them. They be them dudes. Be like, hey, they looking for their lighter or looking for their what my suit. Every people is smoke. This is what I've noticed. Niggas, people who smoke, all you smokers, y'all always losing stuff. And what happens when you don't find it? It ends up it's there, but you just never find it. And I'm by myself, and somebody finds it. So this is what I'm so this is pretty much what this story is about. So I said I would pick Jason up from where we'll go to the place. Now I didn't drive away. Like if you was at a place like let's say Shreveport, like an hour from here. There I would probably drive there. What I drove? I was driven like Alexandria. Before did I drive to Alexandria or Natchitoches? One of them. Damn, I drove there for. Damn, crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, but sometime I would drive those trips. But an hour. We stay in Tyler, Longview, those little East Texas places. I drive every time there. But so they ride with me, do whatever, and I drop them off. Most of the time, Jason was riding with me anyway. I had to pick him up from to work to meet at the meet spot anyway. So even if we didn't ride the car, we would he would be riding with me to get on the van. So let's just go back and tell you stories how I got. Well, let me tell you the first. The first time I'll tell you the first later. But let's just tell the story that end with him. So one of these days we was going to Lindale, right? It's like the hotel was like literally like right up the road type. So we didn't have to go that far. So I'm getting ready to pick him up, right? Now remember, these niggas that I done took them somewhere, so I probably ended up taking them somewhere like the next day before, cause I used to off work. He hit me up. We go do some stuff in the studio, whatever, and he's nigga smoke. But it was like I won't get to the hotel like late at night, right? So I was like, I'm gonna come. I told him I'm gonna come about 8, 7, 8 o'clock, cause we didn't have to get to the hotel till whatever. Cause we right up the road, so I'm gonna stay home as long as I can, cause wasn't nobody that I want trying to see anyway. Cause she, oh, what's girl? You weren't there. You weren't working there at the time, so you weren't there. I wasn't gonna come see nobody. Nikki, I think Nikki was there. Yeah, Nikki was, but that's was before she was. No, this is Nikki was there. This is when he was kind of with her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, I didn't have nothing going on. So this is how it always happens. My tail light be out. I have a light out or something, and the cops stop me. This every car I've gotten, most of the cars I've gotten is always happens, right? So a cop stopped me. I think my back light was out. He followed me. I'm like literally like when I pulled into the parking lot, I'm literally like not that far from Jason's spot. Now, some reason I don't know, my phone was off or it was that I didn't know, but I wanted to call the nigga like nigga, these cops on come on, come here, because this is some years ago, but still cops was doing stuff to people, and still just the cops. So I'm being pulled over, right? I'm like literally close to Jason's place, and we pulled into this little auditorium uh, spot, this parking lot. So I'm thinking, okay, what the hell? I didn't know what happened, but I don't know. I wasn't doing nothing. I didn't speeding, wasn't nothing. I was going speeding, so I was like, gotta be a light, right? And that's what he had. Oh, your back tail light is out. Blah blah blah. It's okay, fuck it. Give me one and let me go, cause I gotta go, right? So as it happens, okay, well, hold tight. When they say sit tight, and they sit there for a long time, more than like 5 minutes, that's when you need to worry. And I did, because this happened to me before. So I'm like, okay, what the worst? What's up, man? Why these niggas taking so long, man? Why they taking so long? And I think he had a partner with him. Yeah, I believe he had a partner with him. He did, because the dude was talking about stuff to me. So I'm like, what's going on? I believe another car pulls up. If another car pulls up, you done for. But he gets out the car and he's like, hey, okay, so got the warning thing. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he's like, it smells kind of like marijuana in this car, and I want to search this car. Now, this is what I didn't know nothing about the searching, where the cops cannot legally search your car. They legally they can't if you ask them unless they have a purpose to. They say he smelled. I don't know. Or did he say no? He said like residue. He said the windows. The windows on my car had like residue of like smoke or something. How the hell? Who the fuck looks at the window? Okay, this has been smoke because the windows look foggy or whatever. I don't know. So he said some shit like that, right? And he's like, well, sir, I'm thinking, okay, I don't got nothing. I know Jason get, but I'm thinking, okay, he got his stick because he never had. He was looking for nothing. He would find most of the stuff. So I'm like, okay, this nigga, I don't got nothing. I don't got nothing. So I know Jason got whatever he got it with him. So I'm sitting there, and this dude saw our search. He goes around, bam, bam, looks in the seat, looks in the trunk, goes around the whole car. And then this nigga goes around the car again. He keeps going around, just looking for something. And the guy that's talking to me is talking to me about what I do at work. And y'all do all more stuff. Y'all count while we just having a whole conversation. Then I'm thinking in my head, wow, what if this nigga's trying to plant something on me? And what if Jason actually did drop something in his car? I'm about to go to jail for this nigga. So then I started panicking, like, oh shoot. Cause then he starts looking at the place, and he's really, really looking, and he calls his partner over and said, I think he called his partner over and said something like, I don't know what they're talking about. Now I'm panicking. Like, what the fuck? Jason, nigga, I need to call you, cause nigga, this y'all, I'm blaming it on you. If anything has happened, I'm blaming it on you, That's on my head. And all of a sudden, he comes up to me like, okay, man, just make sure you don't let people smoke your car, blah, blah. And they start apologizing or something. He started apologizing, like, nigga, F you, because I was mad at the point. Nigga, it's like 8 o'clock at night now, 8:30, 9 o'clock, and he finally lets me go, and I go get Jason and tell him, man, what the hell, man, you should have called me, man, you should have called me. And like I said, I think my phone was off, or I just wasn't doing nothing, because you reach for something or anything, you on the phone, cops. I think I was thinking because of the cop. I called somebody, the cops were like, no, you can't do that or something. I don't know, but I was like, man, yeah, man, make sure you don't all this smoking in the car. And then, he just like, man, I ain't gonna leave nothing in your car around. I ain't gonna do that, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, man, I'm glad I got out of that, because that was just like, that would have been like the third time at this point that something happened to me where the cops stopped me and it's for something somebody else has been doing or something. But that one ended up like that, where they wasn't gonna find nothing because there wasn't nothing to find. But I thought he was gonna plant something on me. That's what I kept thinking, because he kept going around looking like he was determined to find something. That's why I thought he was gonna start planting something, but he didn't happen. Didn't happen. So that's kind of what happened on, like, that was one of the stories that would be happening with me. And so I would always be like, hey, a lot of y'all, I don't like y'all smoking around in the car and shit. But a lot of these niggas will they didn't really care. But so speaking of the cops and everything, I gotta tell you the story. I'll tell you the first time I got stopped and arrested and everything, but I'm gonna go back do some earnings first and tell you the one I've not told nobody. I'm gonna tell this story on camera, and nobody has heard the story. Nobody besides maybe a few, 2 or 3 people that I've maybe told. So we'll tell this story. I wasn't on this job, was I? What the hell's going on? I wasn't. No, I wasn't. It was a weekend or something, so I didn't have no uh work or nothing. But I'm at a Walmart, right? I'm at a Walmart, but I'm probably always at. And I'm walking out of Walmart, and I see this girl that I ain't seen in a long time, right? That we just kind of talk. So she sees me asking like, "Hey, what you doing? How you doing?" Blah blah blah. I ain't seen her in a long time. Oh yeah. So like, where you been? Because I wonder where she went. So I went to Utah or something, and I'm back now. I've been gone for like 2, 3, 4 months. I'm back. So oh, good to see you, no blah. What you doing today? Oh, nothing. Well, maybe you can come see me or something. I said, yeah, I was crazy. What's your number? I think she had my number already. I gave her my number. But anyway, I didn't want her to come to my house. I don't like people coming to my house, so I was going to tell her, hey, meet me at the park anyway. And she did call me, but I wasn't really expecting her to call or nothing or hit me up. But maybe, because we used to kind of mess around, so I was like, you should probably will. But so I leave Walmart, and I'm just chilling at the house. It's about 9 o'clock, 10, something like that. Maybe like 9 or 10. She hits me up. She's like, hey, what you doing? I'm like, nothing. So you're like, well, where you at? Want me to come through? And I'm like, yeah, come on through. But I'm like, I don't want to come around house or nothing. So I was like, hey, well, come meet me at this park. The park's like literally like around the corner down the street from my house. So I can get in my car, drive down there. Meet me there. So I'm like, okay, meet me there. And she's like, okay, send me where is it at? And I tell her where it's at. So I get there first, and I'm sitting there waiting, and I'm in my car thinking like, yeah, 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 it's about to go down, about to bang, bang, I'm about to. But anyway, she gets there, so I get out of my car and I get in her car. So we sitting there talking for a minute, and we just talking about old stuff and happened and where she been. And then I like I don't get out there, I don't get it out just talking, nigga. Let's go. So we get in the back seat, and I don't know about YouTube. So let's just say stuff was going down in the back seat, and as it's going down, I see car lights. I'm like, oh shoot, here come a car. Oh hell, it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. The park, I didn't know this. I didn't know this, but they closed the park at like 10 o'clock or something. So we was there after hours, which I thought the park was free to go in forever. But at this time, the cops would always come out here because they would build this skate park, and people would come out and skate. The white people, the skater, which was mostly white. I'm not just being racist, but it was mostly white people. There was a few black, but they would come out here and skate. They wouldn't come to this part of town, my neighborhood, ever. You would never see these people in my neighborhood ever until they built this park, and they felt so out of place because he's like all these people they from the south over there. They should be over in the south. They don't be coming around here where I'm at. But hey, they built this park, and then ever sudden, ever since they built that, they was like, okay, now the park closes at this time, right? But anyway, you see a car, the park coming. I'm thinking it's just a car that's just some niggas trying to come do the hell same thing I'm trying to do, right? And so these niggas pull up, and I see it's a cop car. And I do believe the lights came on. The lights, when I was coming, the lights, I saw the light, the cop lights. That's why I was like, oh shit. So doing, I'm trying to get my pants or whatever, and we just sit in the back seat like we talking. So I'm just going to sit there like, hey, this is like we just talking. And so I don't know how the hell the cops, did they come with anybody? There was a house literally right in front of the park with a fence up. But I didn't think they would come. I don't know. But they just literally showed up like maybe 5 minutes within us getting in that back seat. They showed up, right? So she's sitting in the back seat. We sit in the back seat. The cops come and they shine their lights. Oh, what you doing here? We just talking, chilling. Oh, well, you ain't supposed to be at the park this time of night. And I'm like, I don't know. I didn't know that. She didn't know that. She ain't from here or something like. And so they start talking a little bit. And they tell us to get out the car. So I'm thinking now, I'm like, well, shit, they gonna say, hey, y'all gotta leave. We're gonna leave, right? I didn't think nothing was gonna really happen because like they seemed like they were just like, oh, these niggas just come out here to do something and they didn't do. But anyway, they tell us to get out the car and they start talking to the girl, where you from? And how did this even happen? Once again, I don't know why they just had us. They just had to want to search the car, and now they's like, well, cuz what y'all doing? You mind we search the car? The girl, it was her car. It was her car. Remember, we got out of my car and got to her car. So we searching the car now. Literally, I don't think he thought it was her car. I don't know, but he starts searching the car, and she's like real cool with it. Like she told, well, y'all stand back here in the back and just wait for us then. And so we in the back where the trunk is, but she just on her phone, just tell you like she don't care, like okay, because I don't think she got nothing. I don't think she doing anything. So I like, oh, she seems cool with it. And he searching the car and not finding nothing, searching. And then all of a sudden, he starts going in her purse. And that's when he's like, oh, you can't do that. And he was like, yes, I can. She's like, no, you can't do that. And they was talking about, no, no, no. And he's like, yes, I can. When I suspect something, I can. But I suspect you have marijuana. He pulls out a bag like this big, maybe, of some weed. And that's when I'm like, oh, shoot. What the hell? What's going to go on? Wow. Remember, he didn't search my car at all. Nothing in my car anyway, but he didn't search me at all. And so the first thing he does, he rocks from the passenger seat all the way over to handcuff me. Not, he got out of her purse in her car, but he walks around and handcuffs me. He's like, because he's like, who's this? She's like, it's not mine. I'm holding for somebody. Who is it? I'm talking about, I don't smoke. I don't do nothing. It's not mine at all. It's not in my car. And he's thinking, well, oh, I don't know. One of y'all lying. Blah, blah. He walks over and handcuffs me. Doesn't handcuff, just handcuffs me. She starts crying and stuff. And I'm getting handcuffed. He starts trying to be aggressive with me and telling me, put your hands behind your back and do something with my hand. And then I get, put your hands behind your back. Because I'm thinking he's trying to get me to do something so he can shoot me or something. Because that's exactly what it's limber. It's late at night. Nobody's here but me and us and these cops. They can do whatever they want to us. Nobody can see nothing. So I put my hands back and then with him, and he handcuffs me, and he told me to sit down. So I'm sitting down, and my phone was in the back seat because the door was open when he opened the door, and we got out. We just stepped behind the back. So my phone is in the back seat, and I knew my niece was at the house up the street, with me. And so I wanted to get my phone and try to text or call her to come down there, but I knew this is really when I knew cops was killing people and stuff. So I looked at it like, nah, I'm not even touching, but it's literally right there. I can see it, but I can't. I'm handcuffed. I'm sitting down on the ground, handcuffed, and he's calling blah blah blah, calling one of his people, and another cop shows up, and then he talks to her, then he handcuffs her, and she starts crying. Now he's got us up. He finally gets us up, and we gonna sit on the curb on with a little sidewalk thing. And now he's in the car searching some more of her car. Never saw my car. And he's telling these guys, he's telling the cop comes up and asking them, what's going on? Are they detained or they arrested? Now see, he never read me no rights, nothing. He just handcuffed me, right? So he's like, okay, they're being detained. That's what he's saying. They're being detained. Okay. So he now, like I said, this cop starts talking to me. She's crying and stuff. She just, I'm like, man, shut up. But me and the cops talking. He's like, what do you do? I do inventory. And, it must take a long time to do. Like we just having a whole little conversation. I'm sitting here thinking like, what the hell? Who am I gonna call? I'm thinking in my head, like I said, I'm thinking who can I call at this point in time to if I go to jail? Cause I don't be remembering nobody's number. I save them as names, but I don't be remembering like numbers like that. I didn't. So I'm sitting here like this is ridiculous. How the hell did this happen? And he finally comes up to he asked the girl while he's looking in whatever he's doing. He's like okay, miss, whatever, what do you want to do with your car? And that's when I know she's like, damn, she's gonna go to jail. I'm like, oh shoot, what are you gonna do about me? And he's like, oh no, there's somebody come get it. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, you're going to jail or something. She's just crying. She's just sad. And she don't cry, blah, blah. So I'm still sitting there like, what's gonna happen to me? Cause he ain't said nothing what happened to me. He finally looks at me and said, Mr. Fork, get up here. You can get up. So I get up. I don't know what he's gonna do to me. What's he gonna do? He runs out to me, uncuffs me, and he's like, hey, your phone, everything's in the back on the trunk. I advise you to get your stuff and get out of here. Nigga, I got out of here as fast as I could. I'm literally right up the street. I didn't say nothing. I'm like, okay, hey, I'm gone. Nigga, so they let me go. And the next day, the next day, I go to a pawn shop because I go there just to sometimes find stuff. I don't know what I was looking for, but guess who I see? I see her. Literally at the pawn shop, I see her, and I'm like, what the hell happened to you? Why you didn't tell me you had some damn weed or whatever? He's like, man, I sat in the damn holding cell, whatever the lobby the whole night. She said she got booked. She never got booked in to get into jail. She sat in the lobby like that was like 10 o'clock. She got out like 8 o'clock in the morning or something like that. But she sat in the whole lobby the whole time. And she's supposed to have went to court because they said a man cop wasn't supposed to be searching you or touching on something. And she wanted me to like testify, but I never really ended up figuring out what's going on. I haven't seen her in a long time. But that's what happened, man. And that's literally, I almost, because if I got arrested, I would have got a charge on me and it would have messed up on my driving thing and everything. Like, that would have been crazy for me. But once again, I got saved. And thank God it happened because but still, it's not over. That was number one man. Now, I'm going to tell you the next episode, I'm going to tell you, well, not next, but the part 2 of this, because this is going to go kind of long. I'm going to tell you the first time I did get arrested and the other time they thought I stole a car. Both of these are nothing. I didn't do anything, but you'll get it. But that's what it is, man. Drop a like on this video. Subscribe. And I guess I'm going to talk about who I said I'm going to talk about on the next one because she want to hear it. And, hey, I'm gonna make it. I ain't gonna go bad on you, but I'm gonna say some stuff that you might not know that I know, or might surprise you. Or it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be crazy, but we'll get that going really soon. But right there, we out.